Oop. Sorry, I forgot I was working on Christmas music yesterday. All right, how's the music this morning, everybody? We good? Yes? Okay. All right, tapping our toes. That's how we get started. Tap it out and in. So now we're starting to wake up the hips as well. 4, 3, heels up, right then left, right and left. You can start to add a little bicep curl. You can start to add an open and a close of the fingers. 4, 3, heels to the front. We're going to do opposite arm and leg and just do toy soldier arms. So marching, 8, 7, 4, 3, toes to the side. We're actually going to reach up. Start low and start small. Pain-free range of motion. 4, 3, toes to the back. We're going to do straight arm press backs. Belly buttons in, little fold at the hips. Shoulders down and back, squeezing. 4, 3, inner thigh right in front. Reach for that inner thigh. So we're doing a kick the soccer ball. 8, 7, 4, 3, penguins. We're going to do a nice good tricep press back. With this one, it's really tempting to get a big swing, but keep that chest and torso lifted. 4, 3, we're going to dig it. We're going to do a little hamstring curl. I like doing heel to hand on the same side as I turn my knees in by moving my hips. 4, 3, wood chops right in the center. Adjust your feet as necessary. Staying nice and tall, pushing those hips back. So it's upper body, but it's also shoulders. 2, high right, low left, right here. We are doing kettlebell or dumbbell swings today, so keep that center wood chop in mind. 4, 3, switching sides, low to high, low to high. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, squats, nothing fancy. Start kind of quick. So now we're pushing our hips back, but instead of bowing, we're gonna sit. 3, 2, good. Let's slow it down a little bit more. Down, bring it back up. So we're sitting into those hips. A couple more. Down and up. Good. Forward step and reach right here. Forward step, take it back. Option 1, you just do that forward step. Your back heel might lift a little, working on balance and reaction time. 2, let's reach across the body. So forward step, reach for something on a table off to the corner. You can make it a lunge if you're ready. If not, it's okay. All right, side step and reach right here. Side step, reach. I like to think palms up, push the wall away. 4, 3, watch our toes. 2, backward step, opening and closing at the chest. Again, you can step back and go flat-footed, and that's okay. Otherwise, we land on our toe and ball of the foot. Good, take the arms up overhead. This is a precursor to our lunges. But again, it's a good way to practice. We don't always go backwards in life, we go forwards. 2, good, let's jog it out right here. Nice easy jog. High knee marching is great. Just trying to get our heart rate up, elevated, warm up, get that blood flowing. 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in. Oh, we've got a face I haven't seen in a while. Welcome back. 4, 3, heel kick jog. Option 1, nice good hamstring curl. Yes. Option 2, heel kick jog. 8, 7, 4, 3, skaters to the side. Little side step. You can just side step, cross behind, you're good to go. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. March it out. Grab a drink of water. I don't know about you, my house is so dry. We might not necessarily be sweating as much, but got to get that water in because it's so dry. All right, so we are doing 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 exercises. Back and forth between the 2 for 8 rounds for a total of 4 minutes. Round 1, first exercise, alternating lunges with a side raise. Second exercise is a side squat or a squat to a front kick. So we're gonna grab weights we feel comfortable doing side raises with. So lunge and a side raise, your choice, front or back. 3, 2, 1, good, nice and tall. So lunge, side raise. This is quick. This is quick. So if you want to try going a little heavier, this is the good class to do it in because you only have 20 seconds and then you're good to go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Squat to front kick. You can just keep your weights if you would like. We're just going to do a squat, front kick, squat, front kick. Your time is on. So an option for you is side squat, front kick, side squat, front kick. Now make sure that we're not doing a front kick by bending over because we want to get it higher. It's okay to kick low. Last one. Good. We're going back for our lovely, lovely lunges with side raises. Good. Time is on. Lunge to side raise. Yes, you can do the lunge and the side raise at the same time. Yeah? You can do this body weight. Nothing wrong with that. You can also do just the side raises if you need to skip lunges or vice versa. Last one. Good. Setting it down. I'm going to set mine down because I want to do good squats and good kicks. You can keep your weights if you'd like. Good. Time's on. Squat, front kick, squat, front kick. So a little cardio, but this is still a good strength workout. Down and up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Round 3, reverse lunges and side raises. 2, and 1. Good. So even if you want to do this, no weight, right? We don't want to just fling our arms up there. Really think if you had a weight, how would you lift? If you need to make it a little easier, have those elbows bent. Imagine you had a pad on the elbow and you're pressing up. Good. Get ready. Squat to front kick. 2, and 1. Good. So just a nice good kick and a squat. You can skip the side movement if you'd like. Otherwise, add in side step, front kick, side, front. Make sure we're not just bending over and then kicking. Last one. Good. All right, last round. We're doing our lunges with our side raise. Good. Time's on. So you can do pour the milk where your arm stays at 90 degrees. You can do palms facing forwards. Yes. Shoulders down and back in your back pocket. We don't want to be going so high that we're going overhead today. Last one. Good. Squat to front kick. Last time. Then we'll grab a drink, move on to the next round. 2, 1. Good. So squat, front kick, squat, front kick. Now you can sidestep, tap, and then kick, or just sidestep, bring it up, and kick without the step. It can be shallow. It can be small. 2 and 1. Good. Grab a drink. All right, next round. 2 exercises. The first one is a unilateral rack squat, which means we grab one weight, we rack it. So our shoulder is a rack. Other arm can be out. We're just gonna do squats. 2 right, 2 left. Second exercise is our swing, all right? So squat, 3, 2, 1. Good, your time is on. So I'm nice and tall. This is my racked position. Now when we rack it, I usually don't rack it out to the side. Shoulder down and back. I want to see the end of your dumbbell. I want to see your elbow. I don't want your elbow to disappear. Good, last one. All right, kettlebell swing. You can hold it here. I like to hold it here. Nice and tall. This is our wood chopper. This is our wood chopper. Okay, we want to make sure that we're not bending over and trying to take the kettlebell behind us to put it on the floor. We catch it right in the V of our hip. So we kind of catch it right in the crotch. Last one. Good, bring it up. All right, going back for our kettlebell, our racked squat. Shoulders down and back. Show me the end of your dumbbell. Nice and tall. Now with this one, it can be very tempting to bend forwards or to lean. You want to stay tall. So imagine you're holding a bucket out here and you're holding a sack of feed. Right, Jeannie? Yep, good. Bring it up. All right. We're going back for our kettlebell swings. So yes, you can hold it in the middle, and that's fine. You can do this without weight too. Last one, or last time, it begins. So what we're thinking is our hip hinge, and we do kind of a hip thrust. So this is a standing glute bridge, is exactly what it is. So nice and tall, feet stay flat. Little more emphasis pushing through your heels. Last one. Good, we're switching sides for those squats. Shoulder down and back. Show me the end of your dumbbell. Here we go. And again, it doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be super deep. Adding weight to one side just puts a little more emphasis on one side, plus we get a little core. And that's something you may not notice if your weights are lighter, but once they start getting a little heavier, you notice, oh, yeah, good, bring it up. You may notice that you sit into one hip. Try to keep it balanced. 2, 1, good. So just a nice good swing. So this is a strength exercise as much as it is kind of a cardio one. Make sure we're not arching our back to push our hips forwards. We stay nice and tall. We push up versus forwards. 2 and 1, good. All right, our racked squat. 3, 2, 1, good. And I like putting my arm out because then it lets me know, oh, am I leaning? Or am I leaning? Nice and tall. Weight is even. Try not to sit into one hip or the other, even though it's really tempting to do so. 3, 2, and 1, good. Getting ready for our swing. I'm bumping up my weight a little bit. This is a good one because since you're using your hips and your legs, time's on. So you're not using your arms to do this. So you can usually lift a little heavier because you're using momentum. Good, 3, 2, and 1, good. All right, bring it down, grab a drink, get ready for round 3. All right, next round. We have a side lunge with a row. We're going to do 2 right, then 2 left. Then we're going to do alternating curtsy lunges. And I'll have an option if you're not doing lunges today. So you grab a weight for rows. Stay nice and tall. You do a side lunge with a little bit of a toe turn out, but you still sit back. You do a row, and then you step together. So side step, row, and bring it up. 20 seconds, your time is on. So we stay tall. Side, row, and up. So side lunge. Hips, knees, and toes are still pointing forwards. We don't want to turn with this one, especially if our foot is glued to the floor. It's a good side lunge. Good, last one. All right, alternating curtsy lunges. So this is just where we curtsy and then we curtsy. Your time is on. If you're not doing lunges today, you can just do a nice good kickback, and you can do 2 on one side, 2 rounds one side, and 2 rounds the other. All right, otherwise, we're doing our curtsy. So our curtsy lunge is a lunge where we cross behind. Last one. Good, bring it up. All right, grab that weight. Side lunge to row, same side. Good, time is on. So side lunge, row, and in. Yes, I put my hand on my thigh, but I still use my core, so I don't flop over and collapse in at the chest. I stay tall, I sit back. 2 and 1, good, bring it up. Getting ready for our alternating curtsies, or we can just do a little ballerina kickback, okay? Good, time is on. So curtsy and curtsy. The trick with this one is we're tempted to turn, but then you see my knee, and it's not a happy knee. So hips, knees, and toes stay pointing forwards. We do shift out to the side, get a little bit more side glute. Last one. Good, bring it up. All right, going back for our rows with our side lunges, swapping sides. 2, 1, good. So a nice good side lunge, nice good row, bring it in. So side, row, and together. So again, chest is lifted, nice and tall. Still think about that shoulder blade coming in, last one, towards the spine. Good, alternating curtsy lunges. Yes, you can use weights if you want to, not a problem. Good, time is on. So I'm just doing these body weight. If you're doing the leg lift, make sure you've switched sides. Gotta make sure we're even. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Bring it up. Going back to our side lift, our side lunge with our row. 2, 1, good. So just a nice good side lunge, row. So you're stepping to the side, grabbing the handle of the snowblower and pulling. Nice thing is you're really only doing about 5 reps. So you can go a little heavier if you want to. 2 and 1, good. Bring it up. All right. Curtsy lunges. If you want to hold a weight, you can hold it at your chest. 2, 1, good. So curtsy, together, curtsy, and together. So again, make sure we're not doing a big turn. It's a good step back, a little cross behind. Knee still stays over your shoelaces. 2 and 1, good. Shake it out. All right. Next round, we have deadlifts, stiff leg deadlifts. I'm going to do single leg, 2 right, 2 left. You're welcome to do both legs. Sometimes that's a little bit better if you're having hip issues or foot issues or what have you. Second exercise is a bit of a power knee up, so I'll demonstrate. But deadlifts, I'm going to do single leg. You're welcome to do both in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So our deadlift, our stiff leg deadlift is this one. So it's our hip hinge, but instead of sitting this time we bow. So this is 2 legs. So I'm demonstrating. If this is new to you, you can always hold your hands behind your back, let them pull. Last one. That will help you keep your posture high. All right, a power knee up. Get ready for the race. Power up. All right, time is on. So get ready, power up. Yes, you can just tap the toe in. Power up, bring it up. Power up. If you want to, bring it up. If you need to, you can just do a knee driver and you're fine. Yes, 2 and 1. Good. All right, going back for our deadlifts. This time, I did 2 last time, so I got to do both legs this time. So nice and tall. Here we go. So we push the hips back. We do allow the knees to soften. So this is our close the car door. But again, this is a standing glute bridge. That's exactly what we're doing, is a glute bridge, but we're standing up. So right now, our back and hips are against the floor, and we stand tall. Last time. Good, bring it up. All right, back to our power up. Same leg, good. So option 1 right here, knee driver. Option 2, reach for the floor. Power up, extending the hips, knees, and ankles. Tapping in. So again, this is hinging. A lot of hinging today. We think about all of the hinging that we do in our lives. Last one. Good. All right, back to our deadlifts. I'm going to do single leg this time. Good, your time is on. So option 1 is you let the leg lift. So we do drinking bird. Notice my front knee still softens a bit. I don't have to keep it perfectly straight. Next option is the toe is back. It's only there to balance on, like you're on point shoes. Last one. Good, bring it up. We're powering up on the other leg. 2 and 1, good. So whatever you do, your weight is in the front foot. So we don't want to go backwards and forwards. We want to balance. You can reach and stand tall. So you power up through that front leg like you're getting ready to jump. Want to make it harder? You hinge and you reach for the floor. Last one. Good, shake it out. All right, deadlift. 2 and 1. So again, hips are square. I always have a harder time on this one. This is the side where my SI joint has been mad at me. It's getting better, but it still gets mad. Another option is a kickstand, where your weight is still in the front leg, but that back leg is a kickstand like the one on your bike. Last one. Good, bring it up. Going through our power knee up. 2 and 1. Good, remember, option 1 is just a nice good knee driver. Reach and pull, more balance. Option 2, more leg, more hinging. Option 3, hinging with a little power and a little more balance. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it up. Shake it out. Losing my balance that last round. All right, we have 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. So they're on the floor. You do not have to go to the floor, okay? We're gonna do prone bird dogs with rainbow legs. So if you're standing, you're gonna draw circles on the floor, or half circles on the floor, okay? That's what you're gonna do. You can hold onto a chair. 2 right, 2 left. Second exercise, mountain climbers. You can do rotating crunches. You can be on a chair or even on a wall, and you can do these. But you are welcome. You can even stay nice and tall and do, smack your knee, all right? Otherwise, we're heading down to the floor. Yes, you can do these on your elbows. Just make sure you watch your core posture. So if you've done Strong Nation with me, we've done this as a core exercise. One leg is out, And we're gonna go out to the side, and then we're gonna draw a rainbow to try to go to the other side to cross. So out and in. 20 seconds, your time is on. So our goal is a little hip mobility. So we wanna make sure we're not turning at the torso and doing a side crunch. It's all hip, and it's okay if you don't cross. It's all right if you don't cross the other leg. So it's a little bit of a donkey kick with a little bit of a side movement. Good, shake it out. We're gonna do mountain climbers. Give your wrists a break. 2, 1, good. So I'm doing full mountain climbers. Yes, you are welcome to go onto your back. All right, you're just gonna have to do some quick switching if this is what you're gonna do today. You can do a bird dog or a dead bug. Or not a bird dog, a dead bug or bicycles. Good, sit back, short rest. We're gonna do those rainbows again, same side. Rainbows, same side. 2 and 1, good. So we're out and we cross. So this is our hip. This depends on your hip. We wanna try not to push that hip out and keep it flat. We wanna try to get a little lift, but we're keeping our pelvis tucked, so we don't wanna arch our back. 2, 1, good. Sit back or flip onto your back if you're doing bicycles. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. Nice, good mountain climbers. You can be on a chair. Yes, this is absolutely an option. You can be on your elbows. You can be standing and do some standing crunches. Ribs to hips. Yes, always an option. 2 and 1, good. Short rest, and we're gonna do rainbows on the other leg. Rainbows are on the other leg. 2 and 1, good. So just nice, good bird dog. So I'm showing, yes, you can do this on your elbows. But again, you wanna keep that core nice and tight so that we're not arching. It can be really tempting to do that, but we don't want to. We wanna stay nice and tall. Good, bring it in. Getting ready for our mountain climbers. Or you can just hold a plank. That's okay too. 2 and 1. If you have to be on your elbows, you can always do knee to elbow on the same side. Yes, always an option. Just get your abs in a little bit of a different way. Whatever we pick, our shoulders are away from our ears. 2 and 1, good. Short rest. Next round, we do get a little bit of a break. Good, rainbows. So leg is out, and think about nice, good hip movement. So keeping our core tight, making sure we're not turning. It's all in our hip. So going out, draw a nice, good rainbow. 2, 1, shake it out. Last time for our mountain climbers. Good, time is on. So shoulders away from the ears. And again, use a chair, wall, or table if you've got one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. All right, give those shoulders a break, give those wrists a break. We've got one more round. And again, you don't have to go to the floor. We're going to do side planks. Instead of doing side planks, you can do a farmer's carry. And then we're gonna do dead bugs with a little bit of leg movement. If you're standing, you're gonna do mummies. All right, so farmer's carry. You grab the heaviest weight that you feel comfortable carrying. You stay nice and tall and you just walk around. Seems really easy, but the weight wants to pull you. You stay tall, all right? Second exercise, mummies, for if you're staying standing, okay? You can do mummies. You can even just do straight leg mummy kicks. Otherwise, we're heading down to the floor, wall, table, or chair. Side planks, only 20 seconds, and we're good, right? All right, side plank. Pick your poison. 3, 2, 1. Time is on. Now, some of you know about dead fish. Yes, you can do dead fish instead of side planks, but you want to be on the floor. What you do is you lie down and you curl up like a dead fish. It's a balance challenge, but you're working those obliques without putting too much pressure on the shoulders. Good. Onto your backs. Dead bugs with some leg movement. So option 1, dead bug. Option 2, we do some leg movement. Your time is on. So we're keeping our low back pressed into the floor as we open the hip and tap the toe. If you want to make it harder, you tap a little farther out. You want to make it even harder, you do straight legs, but your low back must stay pressed into the floor. Good. Side plank or our dead fish, same side. The nice thing about this is you just go side, back, and then you go to the other side. Good. Your time is on. So here's a side plank option. If you're standing, grab your heaviest weight on one side and walk around. This really works if you've got a heavier weight, but do what works for you. The goal is to stay nice and tall no matter what position you're in. Good. Back to our dead bugs. So again, you can have hands by your hips, otherwise we bring it up. Good. We're just going to add a little leg movement. Now some of you know progressions and you know that you can do the progression without causing pressure to the low back. Please feel free to progress. But remember, we don't want to progress. You almost have to earn it. You got to get that core strength and that control first. Good. All right, going for our side plank on the other side. You can just roll over. I'm turning so I can see everybody. Good, and your time is on. You can be on elbow. You can be on hand. You can be on knees. You can be on toes or side of your foot. Whatever works better for you. Just try not to do it a turn forward. We want to try to open that shoulder back behind us and stay tall. Good. Back to our dead bugs. Just on our backs. Good. All right, your time is on. So remember, option 1, yes, you are welcome to just hold your dead bug. This is great. This is a good core exercise. The next option is to add leg or arm movement. The next is to do arms and legs. That's why they call this dead bug. You look kind of like a dead bug. Good. Back to our side plank. This is our last round. 3, 2, 1. So think about those farmer carries if you're staying upright today, and really think about your body position when we do farmer's carries. So a lot of times, especially when the weight's heavier, we lean away from that weight. We want to try to stay nice and tall. Same with planks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Last time. Our nice good dead bugs. Our last 20 seconds of work. Good. Time's on. So again, think about that little bit of a tail feather tuck and keep that low back as close to the floor as you can get. We want to make sure that when the leg lowers that we're not allowing the low back and the hips to arch away from the floor. And it's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. Good. Last one. All right, let's bring those feet down. Good. Short rest, deep breaths. You can roll yourself to the side, roll yourself to a seated position. Perfect timing. All right, so you can grab a drink of water. Again, just don't go from laying on your back to standing. You gotta have that little transition period in the middle. All right, so hands by our hips, nice and tall, feet about hip width apart. And we're gonna do our matador. So you wanna rotate the hips, and the goal is you would think your foot's gonna be kind of in line with the thighs. So the feet stay on the floor. and we just do a little rotating. And yes, you're gonna have to shift and adjust a little bit as we move. Good, we're gonna take both legs to the right. We're gonna sit nice and tall. Our hand in back, I'm gonna turn so you can see. Our hand that's in back, we're gonna reach back, and it doesn't have to be all the way to your hip, it can be here. And we're gonna do a little thread the needle. Now remember, the goal of this is mobility. You don't have to push yourself farther than you're comfortable with. Good, we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna take that hand, put it back by our hip. We're gonna do just a quick tripod, little kickstand, shoulder down and back, little glute bridge. Lift, open that hip, and then we set it back down again. We're gonna reach out as far as we can. We turn as far as we can, but we can reach out as far as we can, and we're gonna start to walk ourselves around to the front. As we start coming around to the front, that leg that's in back is gonna straighten. And as we bring it around, it's naturally going to want to rotate up. So now we're in a nice, good hamstring stretch position. You're welcome to bring that foot in a little bit if you need to. Good, and now we're going to walk ourselves back around. And as we go, we keep reaching. And as we start to go a little bit farther, that foot will naturally start to turn in. And we're going to bend that knee back. And then we keep going, and now we want to keep going as far as we comfortably can. Do not force yourself into a position you don't like. Good, and now we're going to take those hands off the floor. We're going to rainbow them up and around to the front. Yes, now we're going to put our hand by our hips. We're going to switch to the other side. So we just matador over. Yeah? Our little pin-up, right? Pin-up look. All right, so I'm going to turn again just so you can see. We do our little turn, and we do our thread the needle. And again, you can stay upright and be right in front. Don't force yourself to go farther than you're comfortable with. Everybody is different. Good, let's bring it back up. We're gonna take that hand in back. We're gonna have it close to our hip, shoulder down and back. Nice good glute bridge, just a quick lift. Open up that hip best you can and set it back down again. Good, now we're gonna turn. How far you turn is up to you. We're gonna reach. And then we're gonna start to walk ourselves around to the front of our body. And as we do, we start to straighten this back leg. And as we continue to walk, it will naturally want to rotate. So the toes are pointing to the ceiling. You're welcome to adjust your other foot as necessary. It's okay if you're still upright, and this is as far as you go. Good, and now we're gonna walk ourselves back around to the front, and as you walk, you wanna keep reaching. That foot leg rotates in naturally, and as we start to come around, we bend that knee and take the heel back behind us again. And now we come up and we walk as far around as we're comfortable with. Good, and then we bring those arms up and we rainbow back to the front. And then we unpretzel ourselves. Just sit in a comfortable position. Nice, good chest stretch. Good, hands in front, and we're gonna walk it back. Good, bring it down. We're gonna take our hands back behind us. We're gonna squeeze our shoulder blades together and reach. So again, we wanna make sure that we're not arching our back as we do this. We're keeping our ribs tucked. And it's not always about height. It can be nice and long. We need to go back to doing this one more often because this one was working so much better for me than just taking my arms out to the side. Good, bring it down, ear to shoulder, opposite arm, thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. Nice, good circles with those fingers. Good, other side, ear to shoulder, long reach, thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. Good, bring it up, look to the right, and look to the left. All right, back into the center, just big breath in, and out. Last one, in and out. And you're done. Woohoo!